Aquarius, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning for another weekly, thank you for rejoining me for another one of these readings. And to those of who are my subscribers, thank you so very much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. I am forever grateful to each and every one of you. I want to mention that I have my first Capella class. People usually call them master classes, but I wanted to do something different and call it a Capella class on reintegrating the divine feminine. I have 3 different sessions for those. If you want more information, you can stick around to the end of the reading, or you can check out the description box below on more information about what that entails and how to book it and the dates and times and things like that. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me or a coaching session, that information is in the description box below. All right. I wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful, motivational, inspiring week, and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. How's it going? I hope everything is well with you. I also wish you a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend ahead. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Sending my many blessings and all my love to you. All right. All right, Aquarius, if you've never been here before, what we're going to do is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about, so that you can align yourself and attract the many blessings and miracles God has waiting for you. Stick around to the end so you can see what other guidance Spirit has for you with regards to navigating the energies, what your affirmation of the week is, and what crystal will support you with your healing. We're also going to see what the full moon in Leo is bringing you. It occurs February 16th. It is also when Mars and Venus conjunct exactly at 16 degrees of Capricorn. It's going to activate a lot of things, partnerships, unions, soul tribe people, all that stuff. It's going to be a very interesting next few months, guys, especially now that all the planets are direct. And then after that, we're going to see what your love situation looks like. All right? What guidance we're going to get for your love situation, I should say. So we're going to see what your overall theme is first. I highly recommend you watch your moon rising, your Venus, and your North Node sign so you can get a bigger picture as to what is surrounding you and how to navigate those energies. Alrighty, Aquarius, let's see what your overall theme is for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. If you guys get the abundance card like Libra and Gemini did, that's going to be freaking crazy. Because both Gemini and Libra got the same overall theme. The readings were kind of similar too. All right. Something's going on with the air signs this week. I mean, something goes on with all the signs, right? But there's something specific for air. All right. Okay. What? You know what's funny, Aquarius? A whole bunch of cards dropped. One flipped over. They told me to take the one that flipped over, and look what it was. What did I say? Abundance. All 3 air signs got the abundance card, and this one flew out of the deck if you didn't see that. I told you. I felt it. Craziness. Maybe you guys should watch the Gemini Libra readings too, all right? Because they're telling me for all signs to get the same thing, all air signs, I knew something was going on with the air signs. Okay, here's the thing. As usual, guys, I always get 2 groups, okay? We're going to start with the first one. Every time I get this card, I hear chivalry is dead, right?
And it's funny because I had a conversation with my son, and when I told him about when this card kept coming up for a lot of signs, this card has been coming up almost for almost every sign this week. And my son said, Mom, chivalry is not dead. It's just like, there's this thing where people are overlooking those who actually act like this. And it's true. And for me, I'm teaching my son how to be a chivalrous male. I mean, he's only going to be 13, but still. And you would think that his father would teach this, but his father was not. This did not exist in his family lineage, period. So I wouldn't expect my ex-husband to teach this to my son. So I do that, right? And he sees this, right? Anyway, so this is about understanding this does still exist. The first date that I went on with my divine masculine, I'll never forget. We were at his car and I went to open his car door and he stopped me. He goes, Jess, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to get in your car. And he goes, that's not your job. You're not supposed to do that. I do that for you. And I just looked at him and he looked at me. He goes, has anyone ever opened a door for you? I said, no. Not your car door? I said, no. You should have seen the look on his face. He was disappointed, but he was actually angry at the same time. He was like, I can't believe this. Nobody's done this for you? I said, no. I've never had anyone do any of that for me. And he was in disbelief. And the whole evening, he opened every single door. And when we got to the restaurant, I waited. And he said, and I said, okay, is he really going to open the door again? He got out of his car, out of his door, around the car, and he opened my door anyway. He opened the door to the restaurant, pulled out the chair. He took off my jacket. I've never had anybody ever in my life take off my jacket. He even put it back on when we were about to head somewhere else. I was just in disbelief. And he was in disbelief that nobody was acting like that towards me, that I had never experienced that. And here's the thing with my divine masculine, he stopped doing that at some point because he ended up getting triggered because what happened was other people, well, mainly in his case, okay, females, they were like, no, I got this. You don't have to pay for me. You don't have to open my door. You don't have to do this for me. I'm my own person. You know, I can do things on my own. I'm a big girl. That's what I heard. He might have been told that. Like overly independent women. And what happens to men who do that and women who act that way, they feel emasculated. They don't feel like, oh, I'm not supposed to be a gentleman. So they stop doing it. And on top of that, this is not being passed down either, right? And then there's this whole thing, oh, women can do this on their own. Yeah, we can. But here's the thing. The divine masculine has a role of being the ultimate provider and protector. That's where they lead. The divine feminine has a role of being the nurturer, the caretaker, and being an example of unconditional love and loving those people, including her divine masculine, to help the divine masculine thrive. And when God is at the top, first and foremost, that creates a harmonious companionship. That's where the true love is. That is part of the divine order. That men act like that towards women. However, the women have to be in their power. It's the embracing the divine feminine, which is why I'm having that class called Reintegrating the Divine Feminine. When you reintegrate that into your life and live that, you talk that, you walk it, you think it, you attract the divine masculine. And divine masculines are always chivalrous in nature. Very knightly. They care for the well-being of the feminine. They're in tune with their feminine side, right? They add the romance to it, but they're not like overly romantic because they know that's not the point of having a harmonious companionship, of a relationship, right? It's not where the true love lies. We have to allow, especially for women, and I'm not knocking on the women, but I get it because we've gotten into this place where we feel burned and we feel scorned and all of these things, but it takes two to tango. And for the Piscean age, all the damage that was done, this has kind of gone away. If you think about it, guys, this was very prominent many centuries ago. A lot of us know this. courtship, right? Before marriage, before having sex. It's like it's gone off the wayside. And God is like, I can't deal with this. I need this to come back onto this earth. And it starts with us. And when somebody's acting like this towards you, even with guys, okay? If a guy is even opening a door for you, like when you're going into, I don't know, some store or something like that, don't get all bent out of shape or anything. Just say thank you. This is an act of kindness. Chivalry is an act of kindness. But if we want more of this in our lives, we have to be appreciative of people who are like this. We have to express gratitude. We have to be in this energy of a high vibrational state to attract people who are kind-hearted like that. And who do this not for an ulterior motive. Because somebody here is saying, well, yeah, you could deal with a narcissist and they're being all romantic and doing all this stuff. But you know what? A narcissist is not going to be chivalrous. If somebody's really playing games, there's someone's very twisted in the mind with acting like this and trying to get something out of it. That I think that's something beyond narcissist, but we're not going to get into that. Okay? My masculine was the only person that I ever dated that did this. And then he stopped because of what his past happened, that other women were not appreciative of this about him. And then when it came to me, he thought that I was faking it. He thought that I was trying to play mind tricks on him, pretending that I was, being accepting of this behavior. But that was his ego and his past affecting his judgment. He put me in the same category as everybody else. And now the other dates that we had, he still said after you and opened the door to where we were going. But then it started to stop a little bit. Because he was like, wait a minute, she's acting very different. She's actually being appreciative of my chivalry. So he thought I was up to something. Right? So with this energy here, again, even with males who are watching this, and I know males watch this, and I know I cannot tell you what to do, guys. All right? I can't. It's not my place, but this is guidance, and you were guided here for a reason. For the males who are here, maybe you did the same thing that my Divine Masculine did. You were very, very cordial. Okay, very gentlemanly-like. And people screwed you over, and you stopped doing that. This person still does this regardless because he knows he's coming from a place of love. God, light. I open doors for people. I've taught my son to open doors for people. Elderly people, anybody else, especially mothers with strollers who don't have anybody to help. I do it too, and I'm not a male. Help people out. That's what we're supposed to do, especially you're an Aquarius. You're supposed to help humanity. I still do it even though people don't say thank you. And before, it used to really agitate me. And I said, why am I even bothering? But God's like, Jess, it's not about them, it's about you. You're doing the just thing, the kind thing coming from a place of love. If they're not going to appreciate it, that's on them. It's not on you. So I still do this. That's part of my masculine side. But if it comes to like, a romantic partnership or a date or something, I know better now. But because before there was no self-love there. I wasn't loving myself. I was not attracting this. It just so happened that my counterpart did this to get me to learn something about myself. That I was deserving of this. That any man who doesn't take care of his woman is not a man. He knew that. But because of what happened in his past relationships, he started to catch himself and is like, nope, I can't go back to doing that because he was burned. So guys, if you did this before and you stopped doing this, don't, because of somebody else, you got burned too. This is Spirit really suggesting you got to get back to this, because when we have more of this kindness in the world, we raise the vibration of the planet. It's that in the love, the kindness and the love, guys, is what's going to heal us. It's what's going to change things. Okay? Even if somebody is not appreciative of it, just keep doing that, because God sees what you are doing. It doesn't matter if somebody's going to be appreciative. Now, don't date somebody who's not going to be chivalrous, especially for women who are watching this. But you have to get to a place of integrating the divine feminine, being the divine feminine, to attract this person. All right? It still exists. I know, because my person still has this. It's out there. And don't settle for anything second best. But you need to be vibrating at that level. That's why you have the luminosity card at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, look at this. When you shine your light from within, it emanates out of you. You attract the divine masculine. Look what's behind it, the divine masculine. You need to be vibrating at this high frequency. This is the Empress card for me, or Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Cups. When you are feeling abundant within, you love yourself, you're abundant with love. That's why we have the abundance card, and you're shining that light within. Whether you're male or female, you're going to attract the divine feminine, the divine masculine. It's about who you are on the inside, and vibrating at that high frequency. If your light is dim, that's darkness there. You will attract distorted individuals, a distorted masculine, distorted feminine. Okay? I learned this the hard way, because the guys that I was attracting was based on my own vibration. I kept attracting distorted masculines, but the exception was with my divine masculine, even though he was still kind of distorted at one point. He showed me something with when he was acting like that the first date that we went on. Oh my gosh, my guides are actually telling me I was tested from the get-go. Wow. Okay. Because when it stopped, I was like, well, what happened? What changed? What's going on? And I didn't speak my piece. Anyway, that's the message for me. So you guys got to really brighten the luminosity of your light. If your light's too dim, you're not going to attract the divine masculine, the divine feminine. You're not going to attract this type of cordial behavior. All right? That's just how it is. This person, that they're coming from a place of true love, unconditional love. When they act like this, they're very supportive of the feminine. And the feminine is very supportive of this individual. But they don't overstep their boundaries. They don't try to one-up one another. They know their roles, which is why I talked about the roles earlier. Each one has leadership roles. They're both equals. But God said, no, the masculines are in charge of this. The feminines are in charge of this. But God is in charge of everything else. He's in control of everything else. So a lot of you have to really start focusing on self-love here. And doing your best to love others unconditionally. It's hard for a lot of you. But it's really going to bring you a lot more peace. And when you really want true love in your life, and you want this type of energy for someone who's very cordial, right? Even with women, okay? The women who are respectful of men who do this, who are, they have this class to them, and they're proper. It's just not talking about them being prude or anything like that, but this is about them being you know, womanly in a sense, but in a place where they are accepting of getting help from men, from these types of males here. They they're not saying, oh, I have to do everything on my own. And that's because they probably dealt with men who controlled them and who said, you need me to do everything and you can't, you'll be nothing without me, that type of thing. And when women are when they experience relationships like that, it kind of it burns them. And then it's like some of them end up pointing out that all men are like that, and that's sad because you're generalizing. That's not true. There are men out there. My counterpart is one of them. It's just that he had other things that he need to heal. It does exist. And I can go on and on about this. This will turn out to a 10-hour reading. So start understanding what love means to you, Aquarius. What does love really mean for you? How are you going to create more of it in your life? It's not just about human relationships. It's about the relationship with yourself, the relationship with God. That's where the abundance comes in. Okay? That's where the abundance comes in. But it's abundance in all areas of your life, all 12 areas, like the Wheel of Fortune, the 12 zodiac signs. What does abundance mean to you? What does success mean to you? What do these things mean to you? It's not just about money. It's not just about material things. It's about your emotional wealth, your spiritual wealth, your mental wealth, physical wealth, your physical well-being, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being. When you're abundant in all of those things, you know what happens, and you're abundant in love within yourself and in the relationships that you have, like the abundance I have with the relationship with my son and what I do for my business and with my clients and other strangers that I meet out there. And, having a lot of peace and tranquility in my life, that's abundance. I'm no longer tied to thinking that abundance equals money or material things. That's where I got myself caught up in. It's actually in my birth chart. It was one of my karmic lessons to learn. To find value in myself and not in material things. And when I became abundant within myself, I was able to attract all these beautiful things, and all of the stuff that was negative was pushed away by God. God said, I'm taking this away, I'm taking that away, I'm taking that away. I understood what the meaning of love really was, and it really stemmed from my relationship with God. That's how I really fell into this. And it gave me that self-love. And when you are super abundant in love, period, you attract people who are like this. You attract the material wealth, the home that you want, the life that you want, the family that you truly want, the harmonious family, whatever this is for you. But it starts with you. And I'm also getting, some of you have to being a lot more kind to yourself. And when people are being kind to you, especially if somebody's opening doors for you or they want to help you and, let them help you, your gut's going to know if they have ulterior motives or not. Especially if they want to express certain things to you. Maybe with love, this could be the love language. What is your love language? What is the love language of your person? Maybe the love language of your person is they want to shower you with gifts. They want to be that knight in shining armor. They want to take care of you, be the ultimate provider and protector, because that is what God ordained males to do. Okay? It is. It's part of the divine order. It was like that before, and it's gone on the wayside. Why do you think the world is so out of balance right now? We need to get back to that what God has willed for us, especially with the roles. And it does not mean that when the men lead that they're going to have control over the women. All right? It's not what that means. Some of them have used that to control them, but again, they become like King of Wands in the reverse or the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That's not love. There are men who want to genuinely help women. And there are women who accept that leadership, who accept that help, but they work together as a unit. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's working together as a team. And then the males allow like the females to give them that love and have that, be sensitive with each other, be vulnerable with each other. The nurturing, the caretaking, because you know, the divine masculine is supposed to be the leader in the home, the family, and protecting the family, the home, and the divine feminine. That is what God gave them the role to do. And the divine feminine gives them the power of love for them to thrive. That they don't have to feel like any less of a man because they are kind and they're romantic and they're vulnerable and they're sensitive. That's what most of us are missing. The love is the glue to all things, but it starts with loving ourselves first. And loving how people are appreciative of us or who want to help us for not for ulterior motives. Who want to take care of us and we take care of them, but we're taking care of each other in different ways. There's abundance right there. Having that type of love with someone when they're treating you like a lady or you're treating them like a man, gentleman, whatever, and there's that reciprocation there. And you see how love is in the middle of this? This is not a joke, right? You couldn't plan this. Yeah, this one fell here, but they had me order them this way. Love is the glue to everything. It's the center of all things. And this ties into God because God is love. We don't have this. We have nothing. At the end of the day, we have nothing. But it stems from, again, being abundant in love, in friendships, doing what it is that lights you up, what you love to do. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about the job that you have, the career that you have, the degree that you have, the house, the car. It has nothing to do with that. That doesn't make anybody abundant. If you're not abundant in love, then you really don't have much of anything. I wouldn't think that you would have that type of inner wealth if you're not abundant in love. What happens is when you are fully emanating this, again with the luminosity here, you're radiating unconditional love because you're full of that through and through. Everyone else picks up on that. You start to attract more love into your space, into your energies, into your life, which then also attracts more abundance. Again, like the Empress. She's the Empress because she's compassionate. She's unconditionally loving. She is unconditional love. She knows her worth. She's very confident and she understands the law of attraction. What she gives, she puts out, she gets. What she's vibrating at, she's going to attract. She's all about abundance too. But that love is what makes her the Empress, and she's comfortable and she is wealthy, right? She has what she needs because she's always connected to that love of God. And as long as she has that, everything else comes to her, to include the Emperor. The Emperor will be very chivalrous in nature too. The light side of the Emperor, because there is always a shadow side to everything. Okay? For others of you, because you are this Empress, your light is so blinding that it's attracting your your divine masculine. Your masculine's gone from distorted masculine to divine masculine, because we do have divine masculine there too. You are attracting your divine masculine because you are vibrating at the highest level of all, which is unconditional love. As I always say, agape. All right? You found your worth. You've gone through your self-transformation phase. You're enlightened. She's got the lotus in your hand. There's a new beginning here. You've come from the depths of the murky waters to surface into this beautiful, blossoming, radiating flower. The one that's radiating all this unconditional love and self-acceptance and forgiveness and compassion. And people feel that from you. They are drawn to you by that because your light is so bright. And not only are you attracting, you know, abundance into your life and true love into your life, you're also attracting the divine masculine. And for those of you who have achieved that, oh boy, are you going to have one hell of a life. It's going to be off the charts, Aquarius. This person, your person's going to be doting on you. Again, going back to the opening the doors, and maybe you're going to get a bouquet of pink flowers. So pink flowers signify unconditional love, guys. If you don't already know, red flowers actually signify romantic love. It's funny because for me, I prefer pink flowers over red. And I never knew what that was until I looked it up. Pink flowers is very significant for me and my person. So this person's going to be bringing you unconditional love. I don't know if they're going to come to you on a horse. I'm seeing a knight because I'm seeing one of the knight cards, maybe the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. There's a knight in shining armor coming your way, Aquarius, because you're vibrating at that level here. I mean, it's beautiful energy. It's beautiful energy. And their love language is being this type of, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do all these things for you. Don't worry about a thing. That's kind of like what the Empress is. The Empress, she has other people doing things for her. She does what God wants her to do, but other people are kind of like taking care of her, or her Empress taking care of her, and then she's got other people in her empire that are kind of like, oh, I'm doing this for the Empress, right? I'm hearing for somebody here, your person is not going to allow you to do anything. But that doesn't mean that they're taking control. It's because it's part of their love language. They want to shower you with gifts. They want to give you not just the world, but the universe. They're going to tell you something along the lines like, you don't have to cook anymore. You don't have to clean anymore. You know, we'll have people doing the cleaning. We'll have people doing the grocery or something like that. Right? Because apparently this person, they've seen what you've done to them. You might have saved their life so much so that they want to prepare you in ways that you never thought were possible, or something that's just like, holy cow, is this really my life type of thing? And you're going to be so abundant in love with this person. There's like this strong bond here. And it could very well be your divine counterpart. And it's because you learned how to love yourself. And there's like this huge amount of love between you and your person. This person loves you incredibly. I'm seeing this King of Cups energy, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. And they may very well tell you, Aquarius, you know what? I don't want you to do anything. We're going to have all these things taken care of. I will take care of this. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to protect you. You are going to, I just need you to continue to either love me the way that you do, or to still shine your light type of thing. Because apparently you shining your light so brightly, Aquarius, has been so much of a blessing to this person that it's what's brought them home. It's what has helped them to heal. Your unconditional love and your light was what helped them to heal tremendously. Okay, I'm seeing the Sun with this, and Temperance, and Four of Swords and things. But Ace of Pentacles too. So you have a lot of abundance coming in all forms, Aquarius. Congratulations, because not only did you heal yourself, you understand the true healing nature power of unconditional love. You gave it to yourself. You healed yourself with that, with God's love. You had that connection with God, and then you being that love is attracting this love. You have to be the unconditional love, the respect, the chivalry to attract somebody like this, who is, again, divine masculine. All right. You have to be it, walk it, talk it, think it. And because you've done that, Aquarius, for those who've done the work, you're attracting this person, but this person is really going to take incredible care of you. If you're a single parent, you have kids, they're going to take care of your kids too, or your child. They might be very wealthy too. I'm seeing King of Pentacles with this. They're going to take care of everything. I keep hearing it. They're going to take care of everything. And they're going to want you to continue to be that, you know, this right here. This is what they need from you. It's what makes them thrive. It's the unconditional love and the light here. And then you're female, you're going to be the one fulfilling the roles of divine feminine as a nurturer, caretaker, and you're going to be giving that love to not only your person, but to everybody else, and continuing with your mission work. Okay? Being an example of that, and being an example of look what you can acquire too, right, for other people. Look what you can achieve and what you can have in your life, because everybody is deserving of this. It's just a matter of understanding a lot of what I just said. But you have to be this if you want this. But it's unconditional love, okay? Compassion, forgiveness. So some of you, your life is really going to be very different. If you're single, you're not going to be single anymore. Nope. And it comes with material wealth. That, again, part of this person's love language is showering you with gifts. Like, I just want to give, 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 give. Physical. That might have Taurus moon in their chart. Okay. Is what I just heard. So get ready, Aquarius. For those of you, you've learned a lot. Okay. And allow this person to take care of you. Again, it's part of the divine order. It's part of the divine order. Some of you, you are not going to have to lift a finger. That is the energy of the Empress. Because your masculine is going to take care of everything for you, or they're going to hire people. I'm hearing like a nanny or maids or something like that. Cleaning service, cooking service, whatever this is. Or maybe they're going to cook. I'm hearing somebody here, you're dealing with a Pisces sun. Who's an excellent cook. And the Pisces people tend to be very excellent cooks. That's for somebody here. It doesn't mean that it has to be a Pisces, but they wanted me to say that. So, yeah, this person, that's how they show their love, by taking care of you. But it's being gentleman. It's taking care not out of control or obsession or possessiveness. It's taking care of you from unconditional love. There's a huge difference with that. Let's see what you need to focus on for this week. Man, these messages this week have been something else. We have the 5 of Cups. Okay, Aquarius. See the silver lining in everything. This does exist. All right? It doesn't matter if you're male or female, because you can have a female who is very cordial as well, right? Like acting like a lady. You have lords and ladies, right? Don't think that this is dead, because it is not. Go ask my son. He knows, and he's not even, you know, in his 20s yet. Okay? 5 of Cups. Something happened that something didn't work out the way you wanted to, and you're disappointed. You're saddened about it. This could be the energy of love is dead. Chivalry is dead. If you think that, Aquarius, that's exactly what you're going to attract. Bottom line. Remember what I talked about. You have to be this, and you have to be fully abundant in it if you want to attract what it is that you want. And if you really want somebody to take better care of you or to be like opening the doors and giving you flowers and things, you have to be vibrating at that. This is not going to get you all of that, okay? You have to understand that things happen for a reason. It's all according to God's plan. But you have to go forth, Aquarius, understanding that there is a silver lining to everything. Everything. I know, even like with my marriage, it didn't work out. Boy, was there a massive silver lining with that. I ended up running into my divine counterpart at my job. It's like, who would have thought? Who would have thought that that divorce led to me meeting my divine counterpart? See, there's a silver lining in that. All the relationships that were 5 of Cups for me, there were lessons to be learned. So it's time to get out of this energy. You have to love yourself. And you have to stop focusing on the things that went wrong, the things that didn't go right. It was to get you to be a better person. It was to get you to understand what true unconditional love is, because cups are about unconditional love and emotions. Compassion. Understanding. Everything happens for a reason, guys. It does. And when you come to terms with that, watch how your mentality about things shifts. Shift. You're going to start to think differently about what love really is. That's why I had said before, it's time for you to start really looking at what love means to you. How you want to be loved. How you want to love yourself. If you want to be loved a certain way, Aquarius, you're going to have to love yourself that same way. It all stems from you, because again, it's all about your vibration. This right here, okay? So that's your homework for the week. But just know that whatever didn't go right, especially in your love life, it was supposed to happen. Just like I told you with my divorce. That was actually a blessing. And you know what also came from that marriage? My son. And I talked to him about it. Because I tell him, you know what? Even though it didn't work out with you and me and your dad, you came out of that marriage. And he's actually my birthday gift. He was scheduled to be born on my birthday. He was born exactly a week before my birthday. And I always tell him, especially on his birthday, and his birthday's coming up in a few months, he has always been and will always be my greatest gift, my greatest birthday gift. And it makes him smile all the time when he says that, when I say that. So you see, silver lining to everything. 9 of Wands. Just because love isn't working out for you, Aquarius, just because things are working out in your favor, or you don't have a lot of money, or whatever this is, people aren't treating you fairly, it's not the end of the world. Again, you have to raise your vibration. For some of you watching this, this applies to you. Remember, it's a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, but be honest with yourself, okay? Check that unhealthy ego at the door. You can't stop here. This guy is not moving. He's not going anywhere. In the Rider Waite, he's looking down. There's a bridge across that water with a castle. God has something even better for you, Aquarius. You're just not seeing it. You need true love. You just don't need love. You just don't need to be in a relationship to have the love. That is one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn too. You have to have faith, and you have to keep going on your journey, because you will find true love, but it's a matter of you doing the work. And even when you've been doing the work and there's setbacks and stuff like that, it's for a reason, because God's testing you. This is a test of your faith. Are you really going to continue pushing through this? Trust me, guys, with my journey, I've been in my counterpart journey. If you don't already know, I'm on my 7th year, okay? People think I'm nuts, but that's because I have faith. And I know that God is preparing me for something greater, right? Things don't turn out the way that I thought, whether it's with business or like, okay, well, you know, is this really coming? Is this union coming? Is my living situation going to change? Is this going to change? Is my love life going to change? But God's like, let's see, Jess, do you have the endurance and stamina? That's what I talked about. All of this stuff that doesn't work out for us, it builds character, resilience, stamina, endurance, strength to continue to push through no matter what happens. As long as we're still following the light at the end of the tunnel, everything's going to be fine. Okay? Don't lose hope. All is not lost, Aquarius. It's not. You can't give up. You've put in too much effort, too much work here to give up now. You've come too far. You have to keep following that light. You have to stop, though, having things, setbacks and disappointments dim your light. Okay? You always have to shine your light regardless. Even when 5 of Cups happens, things that don't go well, the setbacks, the disappointments, I said, even when that happens, you keep going. It's a test to see how strong and resilient you really are, because God's trying to weed everybody else who doesn't have the patience, who doesn't have the endurance, the true grit to actually get what it is that their hearts desires. It is not easy to acquire, Aquarius. You have to be emitting your light at that highest luminosity regardless, because you understand that through faith, it's going to push you through. God is going to get you through. This 9 talks about something's about to end and you're going to have a completely new beginning. And for some of you, this is what I talked about, how you're going to have one hell of a life here with what's coming in for you. Oh gosh, really? You know what that card is. This is the last challenge before success comes your way. Protect what you have built, how much you have grown. Stick to your plans. Don't give up. You have to keep going. Okay? All right, let's see what you need to avoid for this week. Thank you, Spirit. It's the Knave of Wands. I love these cards. They're so awesome. This is the Botticelli deck, in case you're wondering. Somebody just asked. Page of Wands. Ambition, drive, courage, confidence. Like, you know what? This is challenging, but I'm going to keep going through this because I'm not going to give up. I'm going to still follow that light. See, he has the Ace of Wands. I'm going to still follow the light. I know I have the ability to overcome any challenge. I can get over the disappointments with love. I can get over the disappointments when not being where I think I should be. I can get over the disappointments with not being that financially stable just yet. I know this is not the end for me. All is not lost. He knows this, and he continues to just push through on that journey. It's like, you know what? I can't give in to fear. I have to take that chance and just keep going. Some of you, there's a risk you need to take. But you also have to remain optimistic. Some of you are just not, your optimism isn't there. And Spirit is calling you to have that optimism and not give in to fear. You guys were getting the 9 of Swords, okay? Don't give in to that fear. You got to persevere here. Again, the light at the end of the tunnel. It's always there. The light is always there, Aquarius. Some of you just don't have enough confidence in yourself to really go after what it is you want. Why? You don't feel worthy of it? If you're going to think that, Aquarius, then it's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. We can't just wish, hope, and dream for things to fall into our lap if we're not taking action. This person takes action. This is before he gets to the nightly stage, right? Redirect your energy. Stop having this lack of optimism and start thinking with more drive and ambition, and start being more optimistic about your life, your finances, your relationships, all of the above. This energy here, see, some of you, you're getting this, and the love card fell. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Some of you are getting this, all right? I said, you're going to have one amazing life here. But the others of you, you're not there yet. Why? Because you're vibrating at this energy. This is absolutely not this. It's not. How are you going to attract what some of you are attracting if your light is dimmed? Again, the law of attraction, it doesn't work that way. It's your responsibility, Aquarius, to get out of this Five of Cups energy. You have to be more optimistic here. That will change the energies. You have to redirect your energy from being low vibrational to being high vibrational. This is a challenge for some of you, but this is like a new beginning, because pages are new beginnings, all right? This is you transmuting this low vibrational energy to the light, to higher vibrational energy. And when you start to practice this, or you start to just make the steps towards that, it's going to get easier for you to be in a more optimistic state. That's why I said, for those of you where this amazing life is coming, hold on, I'm thinking here. You were always seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And you weren't giving up. You were being optimistic. But you were continuing on your path. You were continuing to take those risks. You were continuing to follow your path here. You were continuing to be like this, having childlike energy, seeing things through the eyes of a child. Some of you feel very pessimistic about your life. You're self-limiting. Why are you doing that? You have unlimited potential. You're a child of God, Aquarius. You need to start seeking a new path, because this path of disappointment and lack and just sadness and sorrow and grief and regret, it's not going to get you anywhere. It won't. Remember, with the Rider-Waite, he is not crossing the bridge. This guy crosses the bridge to get to his castle, because God has a castle waiting for you. And of course, that's metaphoric. Okay? You guys got to be more playful. See things through the eyes of a child. Tap into your inner child. Some of you still have to heal the inner child, especially with not having confidence in yourself and your abilities. We have more fire. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Third-party interferences. You may be surrounding yourself with friends or a community or whomever this is who bring you down, who are not vibrating at a high level. Okay, that could also be affecting your energies. You don't have enough fun in your life. You're not going out there and enjoying yourself. All right, you have to go out there and have some fun. This is fun. Do things you used to do as a kid. Okay, that's what I do. Playing video games, and my son and I will go to Target and hula hoop down the aisle and kick balls down there. It's hilarious. We have a great time doing that. We should probably go do that again this weekend. But I go back to doing things that I loved as a kid. I still do that every now and again. I still crack jokes and watch these crazy things with my son. And, you know, I act silly sometimes. And it's like, you know, it helps to maintain my vibration, my high vibrational state. It frees you up from these, you know, this Five of Cups energy. So some of you really need to start having a lot more fun and start surrounding yourself with more like-minded people who aren't going to be all mopey and grumpy and crap like that. Those people aren't going to help you very much. Oh my God, you know what? I'm reading this as the Three of Cups. There's a reason for that. Because of this. Yes, some of you have to have more fun. Look, there's the Lovers there. Not only is it about you having more fun and surrounding yourself with more like-minded people, okay? You are thinking too small. Like with the Five of Cups, it's kind of like, okay, you know, is this really even happening? Nothing's happened yet. And I know for a lot of the readings, Aquarius, there were a lot of messages that were happening practically every week until now. And then it started to shift and people were like, oh, well, whatever, you know, it's not coming. The ships are coming, Aquarius. They're about to dock. But again, it's about divine timing. You cannot rest on your laurels. That's why with the Nine of Wands, you can't give up. You've come way too far. It's been a long journey, yes. But you have to remain optimistic. Everything happens according to God's plan. It is not your plan. It is God's plan. You're thinking that something is not progressing, that something's been stalled. Now, it could be, because this is a collective reading, I don't know. It might be for one person here that whatever it is you're trying to manifest, or whatever ships are trying to come in, there might be something that is stalled, but it's coming from God. I'm hearing that God is stalling something for some reason. That's for like a few people here, okay? And I don't know who this is for, because again, this is collective. So that might be why you're not seeing something. But again, it could be a test. If this is a stalling for you, and I don't know without doing a personal reading, if this thing is being stalled on purpose, Aquarius, it's testing your strength, your stamina, your endurance. Are you going to be patient? This is a patience card. Are you going to be patient enough to wait for divine timing? That's why some people are falling off, because they can't be patient. They totally missed their ships. Their ships are going in the opposite direction for those who gave up. That's why when I said the people who wait for divine timing and who don't rest on their laurels, they keep moving forward with their progress. They're gonna get one hell of a life. They are. That's the huge reward there for being patient and allowing God to do his thing and understanding it's according to God's will and not yours. You can't be thinking small, Aquarius. You can't rest on your laurels. You have to keep going. You have to dream big here. You're worthy of what your heart really, really wants. But again, you have to be vibrating with it and aligning with it. And you have to have that patience to let God just do his thing. Don't get so caught up on the time of this, because time doesn't exist. Okay? Others of you, this is going to change, because we have a 5. Changes are coming. You were like disappointed. It's like, man, you know what? I thought this would have happened by now, or I thought this was going to happen. It's happening. As I said, the ships are coming. They've already left the port. And the reason why It's been taking this long, again, because it has to do with the astrological transits. I talked earlier that all of the planets are direct. It does have to do with that and the Mars-Venus conjunction and the full moon in Leo. So on March 6th, when Mars and Venus move into Aquarius, that is the golden moment for some. And as I say, March 3 right there. That's crazy because March 6th is actually my divine counterpart's birthday. The crazier thing is my birthday is an exact mirror of his. He's 3'6", I'm 6'3". Not in height, obviously, birthdays. Something about March, or maybe 3 days. Maybe in 3 days your life is going to drastically change, Aquarius. It depends. Everybody's on different timelines. All right? You gotta keep looking at the light. Silver lining. Silver lining here. It's going to come. For some of you, you've pushing through, the ships have already left the dock, and they might come in 3 days or 3 weeks. Might be 3 months just for a few of you. Something in March. Maybe there's something about travel for love, work, or for pleasure is coming up. Your manifestations are coming. You just have to remain optimistic, okay? Keep the faith. Faith is the hardest thing to maintain, guys. Trust me, I know. And you know what? With all of these things, me thinking, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Because I know some of you feel it. And it's like, okay, I thought it was coming. What happened to it? It's a test of your faith. If you can push through, if you have that true grit stamina. Because, guys, it's preparing you for what happens when these ships come in. And some of you, there's something about your next life is going to involve some sort of travel. You may have to leave the country to fulfill your mission with your counterpart. You may have to move very far away from where you are now to fulfill your mission with your counterpart, to fulfill your mission, period. All right? Because again, this is a travel card. And there's an ocean out there. So some of you literally have to cross a huge body of water across the ocean. All right. There's your hard work's paying off. You're going to be greatly rewarded. You put in a lot of hard work and effort into this, and you didn't give up. You did not rest on your laurels. You kept going. You knew it was a long journey. You got tired, and you're like, nope, I have to keep going. God's like, keep going, Aquarius. And you said, okay, God, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to be patient. And patience is going to be incredibly rewarded to those who've been able to maintain this. That's why God was testing to see who's going to fall off the boat. Some people jumped off the boat. Some of you are still on it. You're remaining optimistic. It's been a challenge to keep this optimism. I know I'm in the same boat. It's been a challenge to have that faith and to be optimistic. It's been a challenge. You got to climb and maintain, like Tyler Perry says. So there's communication coming in for some of you. Could be passionate in nature, but not sexual in nature is what I'm hearing. There's good news coming in soon. Okay? And again, soon could mean a lot of things because soon doesn't exist in God's vocabulary. It could be the 3 days, the 3 weeks or something like that, or in March, I don't know, or you're traveling in March, like I said. There's good news coming in here. Very exciting news. There's news of an exciting new endeavor. There's some new opportunity that's going to come your way, Aquarius, and it's going to bring a lot of adventure and excitement into your life. It's like you're about to embark on a new adventure with whatever this is coming in. It could even be your counterpart coming in with these good news, or something about a romantic trip or travel or something like that, to go somewhere. And It could also be a job opportunity that's going to involve travel. It could even be a new career opportunity where you're going to have to move for that job. All right. It could be a lot of things. You guys got to keep tabs, you know, put in the comments when this stuff happens and let me know what happens to you. And look, there's the lover. See, some of you, the union, sacred union is on one of those ships. A really deep soul connection. All right. We have the love card over there. You guys are in alignment now fully. That's why this is coming in now. Oh my God. Are you serious, Spirit? Look, did anybody else notice this? What number is this? 6. Didn't I say March 6th? When Mars and Venus go into Aquarius together, and that's my counterpart's birthday? Oh my God. Oh my God. There's some big change happening on that day for some of you because they told me to look at the number 5 again. There's some huge change coming on that day. And it's a very significant day in astrology. That's what I said. Huge drastic change. Why? Because Aquarius, you know what planet you're ruled by. It's Uranus. Expect the unexpected. For some of you, it could be on March 6th. Queen of Pentacles. Your finances are going to change. Something about business is going to flourish. Prosperity, abundance, because you were patient. Queen of Pentacles is patient. Maybe for somebody here, your union actually occurs on March 6th. That's pretty out there. I don't like putting dates. I don't like putting something. But guys, you heard me say it before I moved the card. I said March 6th for a reason, and there it is. And that's when Mars and Venus move into Aquarius together. And it's crazy because it is my counterpart's birthday. Oh, look at that. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you got to get more grounded. Stop focusing on money. Start focusing on yourself. Who you actually want to be. Be the love. Be the abundance that you want to attract. Okay? This also talks about delays. Some of you are literally going through some delays to see if you're really going to push through this. Some of you are being tested very heavily with this. Okay? Because once you get over that test, oh my gosh, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, I'm telling you, the life, it's going to be one hell of a life. It's like you're not going to believe the life you're going to be living here, Aquarius. You're going to have ships coming in. You're like, where did this come from? I didn't even see. Here's the thing, Aquarius. Some of you, you're getting stuff that you didn't even ask for. And you're going to be like, oh my God, that's what I'm getting. Could be a new home too. All right. A windfall of money. Your finances are going to change. It's a fresh new start. It's a completely new beginning. You're going to be living a life that you've never lived before. That is the Ace of Pentacles. More financial stability and security here. A new job opportunity. Okay, there's some big golden opportunity being presented to some of you. It's going to be exciting, but there's going to be... Oh, thank you, Spirit. I knew it because I was picking up on this for myself. Here's the thing. Guys, when this new opportunity presents itself, or like your counterpart, whoever this is, it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. When this good news comes in, it's going to be an exciting new endeavor that is going to require you to travel and may require you to move overseas or move very far because this is at a distance, okay? You could also be at a distance from your person. This is like the golden opportunity right here for you to take. God is telling you, you do not take this, you're going to miss out on one amazing life, okay? However, you're going to have to give up something to get it. You're going to have to leave something behind, and it's going to make you very sad. You're going to be like, wait a minute. I have to give up what? It could be if you're moving across the world, that's a big big change. You may have to leave something behind, Aquarius. That's why you're being tested, to see how strong you are. If you're really going to have that faith to leave whatever this is behind, to have this and this that I talked about, all of that. Okay? Remember, in order for the new to come in, we have to let go of the old. There's something stagnant here. God's saying you're going to have to move out of this. You're going to have to leave something behind if you want to get all of this. I mean, but this is big. It's big, Aquarius. And for some of you, if you're getting a new job opportunity and you're like, wait, what? I have to move? I have to travel? But it's going to bring you more financial stability and security, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that I had to do that. Right? Something happened that you didn't expect, and it caused you to be disappointed about it. It didn't work in your favor. Or you thought, oh wait, I knew this was coming, but there's something you're gonna have to leave behind, and you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time with it. You want this amazing change to occur? Get ready for this. That's why it's been taking so long to manifest. God is building up your character and your strength and your true grit and your endurance to handle whatever this is, whatever you're going to have to give up. They're telling me it's going to be tough. And for somebody here, you're going to move somewhere that you've never been. And it's going to be a huge change for you. However, this is what God wants for you, because God's saying, you know what, Aquarius, this life that you're living now, where you're at now, this is not where your purpose is. This is not part of your mission. You're going to have to do this. But again, you have to give up something to get something. You're going to have to do something you never did. In order to get something you never had, you're going to have to do something you never did. And that includes giving up something. That's going to cause some sadness. Oh, boy. Yeah, others of you, you got to get more grounded. You got to get more grounded. I mean, the angels are surrounding you here. And you got to stop focusing on the money. Some of you are focusing too much on having money, thinking that's going to make you happy, thinking that it's going to bring you prosperity, thinking that it's going to change your life, and you may be working crazy hours just to get money. You can attract this gift from God if you change your vibration. Okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Okay, Aquarius, that might have been a little bit of a hit there. I'm kind of feeling it from some of you. Yeah. In order to have this incredible life, you're going to have to leave something behind, and it's not going to make you happy. But remember, everything happens for a reason. There's a silver lining to everything. We have to give up something to get something. All right, what's your guidance for this week? Lighten up. Angel Aura Quartz. Yep. See? The light, guys. Apophyllite. Stay positive. You see what I was saying about being optimistic? I'm going to read them as I always do. Yes, it's okay to lighten up, Aquarius. Life is serious enough. A little levity always adds perspective. Make time for the things that make you smile and laugh amidst all of life's responsibilities. Give yourself permission to prioritize fun. You see what I was saying?
You deserve it. Embrace the childlike curiosity and excitement that you have within you. See, Page of Wands. Be silly. Tap into your carefree, lighthearted nature. You know what they say about all work and no play. Stay connected with your innate playfulness so that when it is time for work, you can show up as the best version of yourself. What does fun look like for you? What makes you smile? When was the last time you laughed so hard you cried? Your affirmation is, I allow myself to have fun. Today, find a reason to laugh and let loose. Tell a joke, watch a funny show, or share a funny picture with a loved one. You see, I was talking about what I do with my son. Hold on one second. Sorry, my son's here. Apophyllite, stay positive. Keep your head up and your hopes high. Instead of focusing on all the things that can go wrong, it's important to focus on all the things that can go right. Direct your attention to all the positives in your life and allow them to motivate you. Stay grateful in the moment. Allow yourself to be excited about a prospect or opportunity. Why ruin all the fun with second guessing and what ifs? A positive mindset, one centered on hope rather than fear, can overcome almost anything. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Let it flow toward the positive. When do you feel the most positive? What aspects of your life are good? How would it feel to focus only on the positives? Your affirmation is, I live in a state of positivity. Today, raise your vibration by focusing on the good things that happen throughout your day. There you go, Aquarius. You're just confirming a lot of what I said. Focus on the positive. Be optimistic. Let's see what the full moon in Leo is bringing you. What is the full moon in Leo bringing Aquarius? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you. Surrender to the divine, the full moon on the full moon. Okay, look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's time to release negativity, Aquarius, full moon in Scorpio. There it is. Let's read the full moon in the book. Balsamic. Here we go. Surrender to the divine. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, see, and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. I am getting the answers I need. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. It's time to let go of the past and move on. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. Full moon in Scorpio is the bottom of the deck for Scorpio. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds in an emotionally intense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now. If you make an effort, use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Emote. It's all better out than in. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you were thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. All right, let's check on your love stuff. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. Look, I split it. Only time will tell. And passion. All right. What's going on with Aquarius's love situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you very much.
Transformation. Libra got this too. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So, see, the love conquers and transforms all things. It heals all things. Some of you, you really need to start understanding what this really is to do your healing and to go through your self-transformation phase. So for those of you who need to do some work, it's about you understanding this. This could also be your relationship with yourself is about to deepen, all right? It's part of your self-transformation, your ascension process. Others of you who are coming into union with a counterpart or a soulmate, your relationship with another is about to deepen, all right? Because as I said, you understood this, the true healing power and nature of unconditional love. So now your life is transforming pretty much. Oh, look, only time will tell. See, divine timing. It's up to you, Aquarius. Oh, look what's at the bottom. I split it that way. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surround you at the present. Enjoy it. So yeah, some of you, your sex life is going to change because some of you have been in a drought. Okay, with your counterpart, your soulmate. That's not the only thing that's going to be changing. Okay, this could be this energy with this Page of Wands here. But others of you, this is about really finding what is passionate that you want to do here. This also means that even if you have a magnetic, strong, insane chemistry, passion with someone, that is not the solid, that does not create a solid foundation for a relationship. It talks about more of what I talked about earlier, especially with love. Okay, unconditional love, what love really is. And that's why for some of you, your homework is start thinking about what love really is, what you want in a relationship, and you have to start embodying that. You have to be the love to attract the love that you want. So yeah, it's funny how those, when I split it, it was these two cards, right? Yep. Only time will tell. It's divine timing, but it's up to you. All right? If you're going to have that faith and you're going to let God just continue to take over things. All right? Okay, Aquarius, if you would like a personal reading with me or a personal coaching session, please check out the description box below for information on that, or hop on over to capellawellness.com so you can check out the service suite there. I offer a bunch of stuff. If you are a counterpart, a twin flame, I have readings specific for those journeys underneath the Light Counterparts reading section of my Capella service suite. I'm also offering a class called Reintegrating the Divine Feminine. I'm going to teach about an 8-step process to help you integrate that into your everyday life and to help you to stay at that vibration. It's going to help you unlock your true and unlimited potential which is going to help support you with regards to what your true destiny is, your life's purpose. It's also going to help you to bring this into your life, the divine masculine, and having this type of person, especially for those of you who are female, to attract a male who is like this. It could even be for males who want to take this course. This is about you becoming more of this chivalrous male who's also, it's part of the divine masculine energies, right? So a lot of that information for that class is in the description box below with the dates and everything. If you go to capellawellness.com, you go underneath the coaching section, you're going to see the listings for my 3 different sessions. I'm having this class on 3 different days. All right. The first one is starting this Sunday. If you have any questions about that class or this reading or anything at all, my services or whatever it is you may have a question on, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is in the description box. If you go to capellawellness.com, there are plenty of other methods to go find where you can contact me, okay? All right, Aquarius, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.